Hi, welcome back. In this video, I will discuss content-based filtering technique. First, I will discuss the methodology. I will take a simple numerical example to understand the content-based filtering. Finally, I will discuss pros and cons of using content-based filtering in machine learning and recommender systems. First, we will see what is content-based filtering. Content-based filtering is a machine learning technique that uses similarity in features to make decisions. These techniques are often used in recommender systems, which are algorithms designed to advertise or recommend things to users based on the knowledge accumulated about the users. That is, in content-based filtering, it uses two things. One is the features of the product. The second thing is the user interest. Using these two things, it is going to recommend different advertise, or you can say that the products or services to the users. So that is what the main idea behind content-based filtering in this case. Now we will try to see what is the methodology followed in content-based filtering. This method revolves completely around comparing user interests to product features. The products that have most overlapping features with user interest are what's recommended. That is, the products which have the most overlapping features with user interest. So if there is a overlapping or a maximum overlapping, those can say that the products will be recommended in this case. Given the significance of the product features in the system, it is important to discuss how the user's favorite features are decided. So how the user's favorite features are decided and how the product will be recommended to the system or to the user. That is what we need to understand clearly here. So there are two methods are followed in content-based filtering. The first one is the users can be given a list of features, out of which they can choose whatever they identify with the most. So that is the first technique they can use in content-based filtering. The second one is the algorithm can keep track of the products the users has chosen before and add those features to the users data. So this is another technique used in content-based filtering to understand the users favorite features. Next, we will take one very simple numerical example to understand content-based filtering. This is what the data I'm going to consider. Here we have information about 3 products, and each product has different features. So in this case, you can see there are 4 features are there, namely feature 1, feature 2, feature 3, feature 4. The products are named as product 1, product 2, and product 3 in this case. And some numerical values are given, like the interest of the user is also given in the last row here. The value 2 is given to feature 1, the value 1 is given to feature 3, and the value 1 is given to feature 4. The meaning of this one is the user does not have any interest in feature 2 or something like that. He is interested in 1, 3 and 4 over here. Now based on this particular data, we have to come up with some decision, like which is the product in which the user has a maximum interest or something like that. For that reason, we can use this particular equation, that is we can calculate the dot product between the product and we can say that the user interest in this case. Okay, that is summation of I is equal to 1 to d pi multiplied by ui here. As I said earlier, pi is the product feature value and ui is the user interest value in the column I here. Now once you do this particular calculation, we will get the user interest level for every product. Based on that particular value, we can decide which particular product the user has maximum interest and in which product the user has a very least interest or something like that. So in this case, you can see here, given that particular data, user's interest level in product 1 is it is 2 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1, that is user interest multiplied by product value here. Okay, so we get 5 in this case. Similarly, user interest level for product 2 is You can see here the user does not have any interest in feature 2, so we cannot consider this one. The user has interest in feature 3, that is 4 into 1, which is equivalent to 4 here. Similarly, the user interest in product 3 is 2 into 1, that's the first one. Not 2 into 1, 2 into 3, sorry, 2 into 3. This user does not have interest in this feature 3 directly. He has an interest in you can say feature 4, 1 into 1 here. So 2 into 3, 1 into 1, that is equivalent to 7. Now if you see this particular data, you can see here the user interest level in product 3 is maximum, so the system will recommend the third product to this particular user. So that is how actually it works in this case. Now coming back to the next concept, that is what are the pros and cons of content based filtering. First we will see the pros. This model is easily scalable due to the low amount of data, because we are going to use very low amount of data at the time of training or something. At the later stage we can go on adding the data and then you can scale it to any levels. Unlike other models, this model does not need to compare, or this model doesn't compare with other users data. It can offer niche results specific to the current user. So that is the one more the pro in this case. However, it has its own the cons. The first one is this model requires a fair amount of domain knowledge from the people attributing features to the products. So whenever we want to use content based filtering, a fair amount of domain knowledge is very important, like while selecting the features as well as collecting the interest level of the products and so on. Because of this, its accuracy is largely dependent on the knowledge, or you can say that the domain knowledge. Moreover, the content based filtering depends greatly on the previously known user interest. So that is also one more very important thing here. Therefore, it is you can say that limited in it's unable to expand on known user interest, because if you don't have any domain knowledge, it's very difficult to expand or something like that. So that's one more con in this case. So in this video, what I did is I have given a very brief idea about what is content based filtering, what is the methodology followed in content based filtering, and then we have taken a very simple numerical example to understand how to find the user interest level in different products and how can we recommend different products. Finally, we have seen what are the pros and cons with respect to content based filtering in machine learning and recommender system. If you like the video, do like and share with your friends. Press the subscribe button for more videos. Press the bell icon for regular updates. Thank you for watching.